Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Charmaine. For those of you who have already been subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to see a video of mine. This is my first video back in a very long time. I had been saying that I wanted to come back to YouTube. I just, didn't have the energy to sit and record the videos and edit them. But now, I'm back in the mood, and I used to really love YouTube when I first started doing it a few years ago. But now I'm settled in my space and ready to just hop back into it. So today's video is just going to be a quick brow routine and this very simple lip that I did with a gloss and an eyeshadow. So if you want to see it, just keep watching, and if you like what you see, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification so that you're notified when I upload again. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So first thing that I usually do when I do anything on my face, I use this L'Oreal Revitalift Milk Blur. It is a instant skin smoother. I just take just a little of this and apply it to my face. Just take it and rub it in, and this just kind of smooths out the face and gives it a kind of fills in some of the pores. I'll just rub this in. Okay, and I'm just gonna brush out my brows up and over a little, just to kind of see what I'm working with today. And I just gonna first clean them up because I haven't cleaned them up in a while. So I'm just gonna take an eyebrow razor and just kind of go under and clean up any little hairs. And for my brows, I usually just maintain them myself. So I would go and get them arched once at the nail shop or something, and I just kind of keep up with what they do, and just clean up any of the little extra hairs that grow back in. And I just keep brushing them to make sure I keep the shape that I want. And anything that's super close, I will just pluck with some tweezers. Like so. And then I'll repeat it for my other brow. I really should have cleaned off this handheld mirror first, but just getting the extra hairs. On top and the bottom. And my brows naturally have two different shapes, so I don't usually change them that much. It doesn't bother me if they're not perfect. But this is how we're going to start here. So I will be the Crayon Case Eyebrow Pomade in the shade Ebony. It is a dark pomade. And I'll be using the Crayon Case double-sided eyebrow brush. And I just dip it into the pomade just a little bit. And I usually start on the bottoms of the brows, and I do one brow at a time because this dries down pretty quickly. And I usually just start with a line right at the bottom. And I know this looks kind of dark, but you just trust the process. And as you can see, I made a little mistake, but we'll fix that with the next step. So I just draw underneath the shape, follow the outline, and then I do the same for the top. Draw my little outline for the shape I want, and I dip it in a little bit more, and I go in and the brow. And this is pretty much always how I do my brows, unless I'm using a brow pencil. Then I'll use like the NYX Micro eyebrow pencil. And I'm really not used to talking while I'm doing my brows, so I'm gonna be quiet here for a moment. And with any of the little mistakes you see, we will clean those up. I just take the front and flick it up like so, and I kind of box it out in the front just a little bit, and I just go in like that and brush it up. And we are going to come back to this brow and touch her up. But for right now, we're just gonna move on to another brow. So with her being brushed like so, we're gonna go in under. And then over. Kind of just like that, and then fill her in. Flip the front up. And if you're doing makeup, as you know, there is no such thing as the right or wrong way to do makeup. You do whatever you like, whatever makes you feel happy, whatever, you like your face to look like. So that is usually what I do. Brush her up like so, and that's all I'm gonna do for right now. And then I'm gonna take the Crayon Case highlighter concealer in the shade number 19. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. This is what I'm gonna use to carve out the brows and clean them up. I'm gonna take the number 2 angled eyeshadow brush from the Crayon Case as well. And a little bit of the product. And we're gonna clean them up. And this is where we clean up the little mistake where I drew down underneath the brow. You want to get as close as you can. And then drag it down. We're gonna buff that out. So you won't see like this harsh line, because this shade, it's the closest one that I have to my shade, but it's not the exact match. It matches more of like the lighter areas of my face. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the top. Get as close as you can without messing them up. And this is what, gives them the shape that makes them look more clean and defined. And I'm just gonna brush the extra product up like that. You should go in a little bit more on the tail of my brow. And so she looks more precise, like so. And we're gonna do the same for the other brow. And then also, if you don't want to, like I did at the beginning, I went in with the razor, clean up the hairs. If you don't want to do that, you can just use concealer over those hairs. And the concealer usually covers it pretty well as well. And I try to get the line as straight as I can with the concealer. That helps it look the most defined. And I'm not perfect, so I do mess up a lot usually. But you know, makeup is fun and you can always fix your mistakes. So if you don't like the way things look, you can change them up. And I just kind of look back a little to see if they're even. I'm gonna take this one up just a little. I have more of an arch on this side, but tis okay, tis okay. I'm gonna take this more of a fluffy blend brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk brush. And I'm just gonna blend out that concealer below and above the brow. Blend it into my face. I usually start with the edges and work my way as close as I can to the brow. I really hope that you all can see it is what I'm doing. This is my first time actually recording on this phone, so I'm not sure how it's gonna look. That will wipe away majority of the concealer, and then what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go back in with my pomade a little bit on this one, just to try to get this one a little bit more of the arch that I like. Like so, and just drag my tails down just a little, just like that. And that is pretty much all I actually do to my brows. And if I'm running out really quickly, I will actually just take the leftover concealer that's on my hand and I'll dab it over some of like the darker areas in my face. But I mean, this is really it for what I do on like a daily basis if I leave the house, which with quarantine, I'm not really going too much of anywhere but to the store. So if I do anything, this is what I do. And I just apply some gloss and that'll be it. Just kind of pat her down. This is also a good step for if I was doing foundation. I would also do this just to kind of cover up. I probably wouldn't use the same color, but just to cover up any of like the little dark marks before I went in with my foundation, I would do this. And that's really, I'm gonna throw on a gloss. I'm gonna do clean kisses, but first I'm gonna take a darker like eyeshadow shade. I'm gonna take one of these brushes that I got off of Amazon from BS Mall. It's just a little fluffier brush, and I'm with the Black Radiance Contour palette, and I'm gonna take the darkish brown shade, so this one. And I'm actually gonna just use this to outline my lips. for the gloss I'm going to put on. And you'll see why I'm doing this in a second. And I just go around the edges with this. I'm going to apply a gloss over it. If you get in the corners, like so. And I'm going to go in with the Crayon Case Clean Kisses lip gloss. I'm just blending my lips together to get the shades to blend together right. You can also do that with a lip liner, but I like the eyeshadow better. And that is all. My brows and a lip. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to subscribe so that you can be just aware of when I post again. I do plan on posting a lot more here coming up shortly. I plan to do more of the beauty videos, and then probably some fitness videos, and maybe some cooking, who knows. So just go ahead and subscribe, turn on the bell so that you get notified when I upload. And be sure to leave a comment and like the video. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.